much. Well, hello peoples on the internet, my name is Kevin and welcome back to another video. Okay guys, so for today's video, I am doing a very exciting video and this was actually requested by my cousin Denise, so shout out to Denise because I know she's watching this video. So basically for today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my favorite books of all time. I realize I've never done a video like this. Like, I talk about what books I'm obsessed with and stuff, but you guys don't know which ones are my actual favorites because a couple of these that are my favorite, I actually don't talk about a lot on my channel, which I've noticed and I'm quite surprised about. So you are just gonna get a greater insight into my life and my reading taste and what books are my faves. This is basically going off of how much I enjoyed reading the book. It's not based on like if it's the best work of literature I've ever read in my life or anything like that. This is purely based on the fact that Kevin was like, yes, when he was reading it. Also, I'm not gonna be giving a lot of synopsis to these books just because I have a lot to talk about, so I'm just gonna basically talk about the books. I might not say what they're about, but yes, that's just because I don't want this video to be so long. So without further ado, let's get straight into this because I have a lot of books to talk about. First book slash series I'm going to talk to you guys about is one that I was talking about that I actually don't talk about a lot on my channel. And I know that people know that I love this series, but you don't realize that it's actually one of my favorites. And that is the Maze Runner series. Now, this series is very mixed opinions. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people are meh about it. But I am one of those people that absolutely freaking loves it. This series is so fast paced and so action packed, and that's what I like to read. I like action packed films with like a slight hint of romance in it, and this is exactly what this series has, so I was just obsessed. I loved all the twists and turns. Everything that happens in this series, I was just obsessed with it, and I love the movies, I love the books. I need to reread this soon because just talking about it, I just remember how much I love this series so much. The next book I'm going to be talking to you guys about is one I only read this year and it's already become one of my all-time favorite books, and that is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I can't describe to you how much I can relate to Simon in this book. I don't think I've ever related as much to a character in my life, and I think that's the main reason why this is one of my favorite books ever. It's just I can literally see myself through Simon, and I just love this book. I love how cute and adorable it is. I love that it's an LGBTQ related book, and it's just a great book. It makes me really happy, and I'm so excited for this to be turned into a movie, and I cannot wait for that movie trailer to come out because you know Kevin will be reacting to it. The next two books I'm going to show you guys is part of a series also, and that is going to be Illuminae and Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I freaking love these books so much. This series is just so mind-blowing and gives you trust issues, and it's just non-stop action and the romance and everything. It's just so cute and adorable and action-packed, and I just can't get enough of this series, and I cannot wait for Obsidian to come out next March. I'm so freaking excited for it, and I just love this series so much, and I'm so grateful that these books exist and I read them and they're part of my life. The next books I'm going to show you guys is part of a big series, and it should come at no surprise that it's one of my all-time favorite book series. Like, honestly, this is no surprise. You all know this was going to be on the list, and that is Harry Potter. I just have the first and second book here with me because I'm not holding up the whole series, because imagine trying to hold up the whole series in a thumbnail. No thank you, so I'm avoiding myself by doing that by just taking out the first two books. Anyways, Harry Potter is a huge part of my life. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. As you all know, I make Harry Potter related videos every single Monday. I am obsessed with Harry Potter. I just love it so much. Don't think I can ever get enough of it. The books will forever be my favorite books of all time, so they have to make it onto this list. Now, the next series I'm going to talk to you guys about is one that isn't finished quite yet, and I know my cousin Denise, if she's still watching this video, is waiting for me to talk about this series, and that is the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. I am obsessed with this series. I am a huge fan of dystopian, and this series got me so much back into reading dystopian. I love all the characters in these books. I just love the action, I love the storyline, I just love everything about this world that Victoria Aveyard has created. And I'm so excited for Warstorm to come out next May, which is the final book in the series, and I'm just so excited to read it because shit is going to go down in that book. And yes, I love this series so much, and I wouldn't have actually read this series if it wasn't for Denise, because she got me these for Christmas, and I'm so grateful that she got me them because I ended up loving this series, and I'm just so in love with Cal, and who isn't in love with Cal, because Cal is just bae. The next series I'm going to talk to you guys about should come at absolutely no surprise if you watch my videos, and that is the A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy, which I just realized are not being held in the correct order, which is really awkward. You all know how much I am obsessed with this series because I am such Reese trash. I absolutely love him and I just love Sarah J Maas in general. I absolutely adore Reese, as you all know, and these books will forever be part of my favorite series of all time. I definitely prefer this series way more than the Throne of Glass series, just because this series has Reese, and Reese is my baby, so can you blame me? Now, the next book I want to talk to you guys about is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I absolutely adore this book so much. I love the movie also. This book made me sob like a lot, like a really lot. And it's just one of those books that I feel like it's just gonna always stick with me because it had such a huge impact on me when I read it the first time. And so I feel like it's just gonna stick with me forever. And it was just such an emotional read for me and I just absolutely loved it. And I just think it's going to be one that's gonna be on my favorite list for a very long time until something else comes along that makes me cry even more, because this book, it made me cry. The final books that I want to talk to you guys about is part of a duology, which should have been a trilogy, but sadly the author never got to publish her third book because of her publishing company, which really annoys me because unless these books get more sales and more hype, there's never going to be a third book, and I really want there to be a third one. And that is the Fire and Flood series by Victoria Scott. Fire and Flood is the first book and Salt and Stone is the second book, and I just absolutely love these books so much. These books are very like Pokemon mixed with like the Hunger Games. It's just absolutely amazing, and if you have not read these books, I would highly recommend that you go read them because you will love them, because I love them too. They're really action-packed, super cute, because like the Pokemon kind of things, like the little animals are so freaking adorable. I really hope one day, maybe, possibly, I could get a third book in this series, but yeah. Okay guys, so that is going to be it for this video. Let me know down below some of your favorite books of all time, and we can discuss it down there in the comments. And other than that, I will see you all in my next video. So goodbye guys.